Cold calling is completely dead. Every business has at least been cold called about 1,000 times now by 15-year-olds trying to get into SMA, to the point where there are business owners that change their numbers, get rid of their phones, just because they're being cold called so much. Now, if you've cold called before, you can probably testify to this, like myself. You could ring 200 people. Most won't answer. Most will give you rude replies because you're wasting their time. But if you haven't, I'm about to save you a lot of stress, time, and hassle. And personally, I would rather work a job than have to cold call every single second of the day. It's just not worth it to me. So I'm going to show you how, instead of cold calling, you can warm call 2 ideal prospects, which will increase your booking call rate drastically without your prospects hanging up, blocking your number, or cursing you out on the phone. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into how you can do this yourself. So make sure to stick around till the very end to keep every single step of the details. Now, firstly, we need Go High Level to be able to do this, because we need to tag our contacts and we also need to bring them into our pipeline. So you can see here we have our 5-day free training, which has currently 1,000 people total enrolled, which means 1,000 prospects that we've been able to warm call after they've enrolled and given us their SMS. The same applies for some type of free value. So you can see here 208 people. So you can obviously add more people depending on what you're doing. So let me show you how to get people into the Go High Level, and then from there, how we're going to call them, the scripts behind it, and what we're actually going to do. But first, I'm going to show you how to get people into this pipeline. So as you can see on my YouTube channel, which has 1,600 subscribers, at the bottom, I have joined the free community. What I also do in some videos is I have other free trainings, okay? And let me go into the free training and show you what it's all about. So once you enroll into the Facebook group, and that's what we push towards, so we can sort of own the community after, but even just giving out free value and sort of whatever it is your prospects are looking for, you can run ads to a landing page that make people enroll in the free training. You can add call to actions to, let's say, your Instagram, your YouTube, whatever it is, to have them go to the free training. So you can see here, this is what the page sort of looks like. So the multipleclients.io 5-day to 30k a month program. Okay, so people can enroll in this. All they have to put in is their email, their full name, and their phone number, which allows us to not only warm call but warm email as well. But this can be, like I said, run ads too. We can push people towards this. What we can also do is have different types of training. So let's say this is a multipleclients.io 5-day to 30k a month program. Let's say we're an agency helping roofing companies. So if, let's say, we're targeting roofers, we can run them on ads or to our content to an actual landing page on, let's say, how to book more appointments, how to run their Facebook ads. So you can have how to run the Facebook ads, their sales process, their personal brand, whatever it is. Every single step of the way, you can give out free training. So let's say you could have 6, you could have 7, and if you keep, let's say, pointing people towards this direction, at some point they're going to put in their details to get the free training, because at the end of the day, it's completely free training. They go into this without the sort of knowing that they're going to buy something, but once they see the free training, it gives them the actual value, and then you cold call them and push them to book a call. It's going to work very, very well. So like this one here, that's an example of how we can grab their phone numbers, their email, their full name, all of the sort of details behind it. And I'm going to show you exactly what we can do with this. So if I show you here, you can see sort of the back end system behind it. They get all of these videos. Again, you can break this up. If I broke it up into 6, 7 different landing pages, that would work as well. And you can go on the videos and you actually get pure value from it. So if I hop into one right now, they're very simple to create and Go High Level. You can go into this. You can see here, I'm just going through free value that will hopefully help and warm up the prospects towards what I do, and then hopefully they can use it in their business. It can sort of react what I do and how I do it, and they can see some sort of proof that it's going to work. They just need that extra help of me actually providing the systems care, and that's what free training and free value is all about. Giving them exactly what to do, them not knowing how to actually go and do it because they haven't done it their whole lives, and then you can go in, sell your service, and go from there. You can see here, as soon as they submit that initial form, a new trigger / workflow is implemented. Now, what I do recommend, as well as your sort of calling, you have an email sequence like this one here that you can go into, and it just sort of goes through absolutely everything. Let's say whatever day they're on or whatever they're doing, just keeping them warm and keeping them up to date with what you're doing. See, there's 3 people currently in line here, and we add a tag straight away, and we add them to, personally, we have email list, and it just counts as our calling list as well. So that doesn't matter to us. You can add a tag on whatever you need them to to be. And then what we do off the back of this, as soon as they've enrolled and they've been tagged, we can get our caller or yourself to go and call the lead maybe a day after, 2 days after, whatever process you want to call them in the sequence. You can even add it in an email and then say that you're going to be calling them or whatever it is, right? You can then add that, okay, and at whatever point you can. So now you can go onto your forms and contacts. So I'm not going to open ours because I don't want to sort of leak anyone's information, but as you saw, there's 1,200 people on there, 1,200 prospects warm to the exact service I'm going to try to be selling them, because that's the whole reason they've clicked into the free training, is because they want to know exactly how to do it. And a call can then persuade them to go book a call and hopefully sign on with our services, right? So as you can see here, I'm going to blur out everything. I'm going to cut out everything here, but you can see that everyone is enrolling. You got 5 hours, so I don't enroll them until they've hit email list. So these haven't been tagged yet because they're not at that current stage in the workflow. So email list, email list, email list, and this goes on for the next 1,268 records, right? And we've only been doing this for a little bit. We give out that free training. We either run ads to it, we run call to actions off the back of our brand, whatever else that we want to do to get people onto this landing page. It can be different free values. We just create something, we send it out. We always change it up. We change the landing page, we change the actual information so it doesn't get dry and people don't reuse it. We can go in and then we collect every single piece of information that you can see here, right? And then we just call them, right? We have their email, we have them their SMS, we can message them, we can have a dialed system of just SMS follow-ups. We have, like I showed you, the dialed system of email because we do call them, so, and we do send SMS manually off the back of the calls. So the emails make the most sense for us. We dial in the email over and over and over again, so they're always getting it, okay? You can see here the SMS is very simple. So if not answered, hey, it's X from Multiply Accounts, so that's our company. I'm calling on behalf of Luke and Harvey. Do you have a second? Hopefully they respond off the back of that. Otherwise, we do send more follow-ups like, hey, what's up? Stuff like that. Then if they're answered but not interested, you can then go and send them over some free value for them to carry on going through that nurture system, warm up a little bit more, and then hopefully we can then go back in a few months and we can tag that as a lead that is currently not interested for whatever reason. We could put in a finance problem or something like that, and we can tag them and go high level. So let's say there's a 3-month wait. Once that lead is 3 months old, we can then go call them again, say, hey, has this changed? Are you looking to invest now? Where are you currently at? Okay, and you can go through that whole system again. So you're never losing leads. If they say no, it doesn't mean like no, like a cold call. They're not going to block your number and never speak to you again. It just means, okay, right now they've got X problem. Perfect. Now we're going to wait until that is solved, or we're going to wait a certain period of time until we can then call them again or email, because we now have their information forever. We can then go and book them on a call after that. And then what we have here is just building that rapport. So we're just building the rapport. So seeing who they are, if they're ready to call, sort of their offer and where they're at, and then figuring out their desired outcomes and roadblocks. And then we try to get them booked in on a call. Okay. That's our script that we use. We personally don't use it. We have a person in our team who calls every single one of the leads and has his whole system for, okay, he puts them in sort of a data sheet. Then we can see who's warm to X, who's warm to Y, what training is working the best. And we can sort of collect the data with our data sheets and see what is working the best at that current point in time. Now hopefully that system seems quite simple to you and I explained everything. If you do have any more questions, obviously let me know, but it's just about grabbing that attention. So this can be with your brand, or it can be with ads, directing them onto a VSL where they have to put in their email or data for free value, because no one's booking calls off the back of ads anymore. Is quite hard to do because you haven't built up that value just yet. Instead, giving them that free training and then doing it off the back increases your chance of booking a call and closing by like 50%, 60%, instead of just cold calling and hoping and sort of living your life that way. Personally, if that was down to me, I'd rather go get a job. That's not, I hated cold calling, and it's just not fun, right? It's more effort than you actually get out. And this system that we've come up with here is so simple. We've been using it for a while now, and we just love using it because you get people in for your brand who are warm to you and warm to your service and have that problem because they've opted into free training. Just calling them up, getting them booked onto a call, then all we have to do is take the sales call and close them, which they're already warm to the free value. They've already booked in the call off the back of a call, so like they're ready to sign up to us. Otherwise they wouldn't have gone through that whole process. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could just drop a like, and it will just go to more people that can obviously see this system and get out that horrible cold calling type of grind. But apart from that, I'll see you boys in the next one, and peace.